This video will show you how to create bar charts. Before we continue, please like my video, comment, share it, and subscribe. In this example, we are going to create a bar chart representing data from someone who rolled a dice 30 times. Let's begin by installing and loading the package we need for drawing graphs. The installation, it only needs to be done one time, unless you are moving your file to another computer. Under the console tab, we're going to go ahead and type in the following: install dot, and as you can see, it's already popping up to a window with two options. We're going to choose install packages. We're going to do a double quotation and the name, and write down the name of the package, which in this case is called qplot 2, the number 2. Close with double quotations, comma, space, and we're going to also add its dependencies. Dependencies. Oh, and again, as you can see, it pops up options here. Click that, and we're going to type in true with a couple of letters. True. After that, we're going to go and press enter. This installation, it will usually take a little bit longer than what's going to take on mine. I believe so. Let's see. How long it take? Let's see. Once the installation is done, it's going to appear right here. As you can see, it's already starting to appear in my ggplot2. To be honest, guys, I already installed this package before doing this. So it shouldn't be taking this long, but whatever. Okay. And of course, it should appear down here as ggplot2. Okay. Now we can go, now that the package is installed, and by the way, you'll need to install it again, like I mentioned before. We can go ahead and clear this console here by going to File. Let's see, File. We'll just edit. Oh yes, Edit, and click Clear Console. So we can start with a clean, fresh start here. Now I'm gonna go to right here where it says New File and select RScript, because for this exercise I'm gonna use an RScript instead of the console itself. As I mentioned before, the console is mostly used for line-by-line commands, unlike the script is used to run the whole script, or the whole all the programs at once. Now, however, we still need to load up the package so we can use it. So even though it's installed, it's not really loaded up. To load it up, and in this case, I'm going to be using the script window here. We're going to type in the following: library, parenthesis, ggplot2. And as you can see, we have a little pop-up window going on here. We'll click here. Okay. And click enter. Once we finish writing our code, and we run this script, the library, the ggplot package is gonna get loaded up. So anything after line number 1, if it calls up the ggplot2 package, it'll be available for that that command. Now our story here is gonna be for us, like I mentioned before, to to roll a dice 30 times, and we're gonna collect those numbers. Uh, for this purpose, we're gonna do a simulation using the RStudio. Instead of us typing in the numbers one by one, we're gonna go to have the let's go ahead, we're gonna have the RStudio randomly select 30 um, 30 numbers, and it doesn't matter if they're gonna be repeating or not. And by doing that, we're gonna type in the following. First, let's go ahead and assign a random sequence of 30 digits. I'm sorry. Let me try it again. I'm gonna have the R script to assign a random sequence of 30 integers to a vector variable. The range from 1 to 6, since a dice has a number 1 through 6. Let's go ahead and use, and I'm just gamma not see here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and use the dice as the variable, the vector variable, and we're gonna assign that. By the way, you can also use the equal sign to assign variables. For this purpose, I'm just gonna decide to use this one, the less than symbol and the minus symbol, and we're gonna do a sample. That's how we do the random selection, and of course, as you can see right here, it gives a little information about sample. Takes a sample, the command sample takes a sample of the specific size from the elements of X using either with or without replacement. All right, so we do example, have that to be a number 1 through 6, and let's have it select those numbers 30 times. Don't forget the commas, okay, guys? And we're gonna do replacement to be true. What that means is that if there is going to be any repeating numbers, that's okay. Do not, it's okay if there's any repeating numbers. If you have put selected false, any repeating numbers, our script decides to ends up selecting, it's going to replace the old one, and and yeah, just replace the old one. So you end up having, like, for example, if it selects the number 3 2 times, you're only going to see the number 3 once. Okay, so we got true, sorry, enter, and then we're gonna go ahead and have us, okay, just for the purpose of organization, because it's always good to have your coding organized in case you decide to move up in your company and you need to give somebody else needs to look up your code because for some reason they need to do some sort of an update. They can know, what's going on in your code. Makes it easier for them to read it. And also, believe it or not, and it has happened to me. Speaking of where, you do you code something long, in the past, and then this and that happened, and it's like, hey, I need to adjust it. Let me go back here, and then you thinking like, you end up just forgetting, oh, what have I done here? This code is so well made, but well, you just forget certain things. All right, let's see. So now we're gonna go and print. So at least we know what's. Let's go and print dice, so we'll know what's inside those numbers. Enter, enter again, and now we're gonna do the actual plotting. Let's go ahead and call the quick plot function to draw a bar chart that represents the frequency pattern of the variable dice. The quick plot, again, this quick plot uh, function comes from the package of the ggplot2. Parentheses, the name of the variable, where the information where the data is coming from, GOM equals parenthesis, double quotation, bar. And that's the type of what you call it, the type of graph we're working with here. Close double quotations, space, I'm sorry, comma, space, color. We're going to add a color here. Let's do a color equals, and let's do an I function. That's how we do that's what we're going to be getting the colors from. And in this case, we're going to just use blue. Right. Double quotations, parentheses, and I'm going to do comma. Let's see, let's do a fill. That's going to fill in the bars. I'm sorry, okay. I parentheses, double quotations, light, light blue, double quotations, close parentheses, comma, X lab or X label, that's what she means, equals face, double quotation. That's going to be, by the way, the label of the x-axis. See, close double quotation, comma, space, the label for the y now, y lab or y label, equals, and this is going to be our frequency. Double quotation, space, oh, no space, comma, space. Now we're going to do, see, main equals. This is going to be the main label of the actual graph. Double quotations, 30 shakes of the dice. Let's see. I believe we're good. And then close with parenthesis. Let me press enter right here just to make, there we go. So you can see the whole line function here. Enter, enter. All right, let's go ahead and run this code. All right. So be careful. There's two different little options here of running. In our case, we're doing let's see, run the current line of selection. Let's see what happens if we do this. It seems that this one will only run the line and by line, wherever my cursor is located. So if I press it again, you see, it does the dice. Okay, and if I press it again, it does the printing, which is good for to know what's going on after each command. And then again, there goes our graph. Okay. All right. Now, if I have done this one, that will do the whole thing together, which it doesn't show right now. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me first go ahead and clear my console, clear my graph here, and I'm going to go and hit this time. I'm going to just do source and source with echo. And as you can see, that option runs the whole thing. Okay. Now there's one little thing I do want to do some adjustments here on my graph, that the tick marks on the bar chart are automatically created by R, but do not adequately represent each columns. Officially do not represent each columns, as you can see right here. Okay, we don't want this. Yeah, we want these to be, or in this case, I prefer these to be the names of the numbers instead of the actual numbers. Okay, and I'm missing the one right here. So these right here are gonna be when you have uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many ones you end up getting, how many twos, how many threes, how many four, how many five, how many six. Okay? Uh, do be aware that because this is done, it's getting random, like giving us random numbers. Now every time I hit run, it's gonna be different numbers. So don't get confused or scared that every time you hit in, running the program, you having different answers, different numbers. Okay, that's fine. All right. So for us to be able to name our x-axis the way I am, well, where I want in this case, or we want it to have just the actual 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. We're gonna go ahead and use a scale as continuous function, which is to specify the number of required ticks to a breaks equal argument and categorize the label to a label equal argument. In other words, I'm going to add the following label. I mean the following function. Let's see. Let's see, word. Just right there. As you can see, I have a little menu here. I'm going to click this one that says X, sorry, scale underscore X underscore continuous. Parentheses, breaks, equals 1 through 6. Labels, labels. Hmm. Open, see, labels equal C 1, double quotations, 2, and be sure I have my double quotation on both sides of these words. For And you guys probably have already gained the idea of what we're doing here, how things are done. So I won't be surprised you guys getting ahead of me already. Okay, let's see if I have everything that I was supposed to be. Let's see. Well, let's go ahead and run this. Okay, seems that we have a little error here. Let's see. Let's double check here with my notes. See, be sure I'm not messing up anything. Let's see. Scale. Okay, this part should be good because it came from the menu. And then we have, oh, too many parentheses. Okay. I'm going to run it again. Okay. Let me double check here. Breaks. 2 6, comma. Labels. Number 1 in quotation, 2 in quotation, 3 in quotation, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, let's see how it says what it says down here. Scale label. Can I use? Mm, let's see. There we go. Sorry about that. I need to put it as I know it's because it's right here. And what's it? Did you accidentally put plus on the new line? I didn't supposed to do that when I have the plus here. Okay. So that is pretty much it for our sorry, bar chart. Okay. I hope this video helped. Please don't forget to like my video, comment below, share it, and subscribe. Okay? And thank you. Have a good day.